Hello, it's Neil Getz here. It's beginning of December 24 and I'm at a standing stone Balhalgardy, and yeah, it's reasonably cold. It's about 5 degrees and it's dry. That's why I'm out. So just a bit of topology while we're standing at this stone. So it's in the middle of a field, in the middle of an enclosure that has no gate. So already kind of lacerated myself getting over it. But yeah, so if I am looking, let's start with looking south towards the kind of whatever that bright light is in the sky. So yeah, we're on a little rise. Let's kind of go around. Yeah, we're on a little rise. There's nothing, there's a few hills round about, but not too much. We're on a bit of a oversea, I guess. Up here, there's Tapo North or Benihee. And they kind of come round. We're on definitely on a bit of a rise. And like I say, this was originally found as a standing stone, not a circle or anything like that, just a standing stone. So it's on its own, being here. And we'll cover the history. So yeah, I mean, it's an interesting kind of site. This is just a little bit out in Inverurie. Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely on top of a rise, definitely overseeing a lot of the land here. So let's go back to the stone. So what we've got here is we've got three chunks. Excuse me. We've got three chunks of stone. One at the back here. It's nice kind of rounded. You can see it's been weathered and then sheared. And same with the main bit here. It's kind of weathered, definitely sheared, and the same with this other one here. I'll just go around and have a look. You can just see it's definitely been sheared there. So in 1901, Cole had come across this amongst his travels and declared it as a kind of 2 metre high standing stone with cup marks. Now just gently having a feel here, there's definitely cup marks here and here and here. And of course we don't disturb the moss because that would damage the stone. But this looks like maybe the top half. There's some old photographs on Canmore with this distinctive cut out of it. So I think that's the top half. That would have been standing up tall, the top half of the stone with the cut marks on it, definitely. I think that's what it looks like. And these are the kind of lower sections. So that was 1901. 1918, it's all of a sudden half its height. It's all of a sudden 1 metre high. So I've had a wee look for any kind of like drill marks or blast points. My personal opinion is that kind of time, 1910 to kind of 1950, was the time where we lost a lot of stones and we lost a lot of circles due to popping. So they'd pop them. They would just drill them and pop them, not big explosions or anything. They just pop them open and then use the stones for whatever they wanted to. It's quite normal to kind of find monuments that have been popped and then just left where they are, whether it's to destroy them or the intention was to use the stone for something else. But my personal opinion is that looks like it's, for a stone to stood for so long, 1901 to be complete standing stone of 2 metres and 10, 15 years later to be popped seems like it's been deliberate to me. So that was 1918. It was still as maybe a kind of standing stone of a metre, and it's in 3 sections, and it's just a ruin, unfortunately. But it is definitely the cut mark stone. It definitely was the 2 metres high, and now it's just in 3 sections. And it's particularly easy to park just off the road, particularly easy just to walk up the field. It's an open field, there's no gates on it actually. Just a little bit tricky to get into this enclosure to have a good look around it. But yeah, so it is, I think it's pretty much been, that's the unfortunate recent history of it. Not much else to say about it, apart from when it was found whole, when it was then found in bits, and now it is in bits. Whether it was a like a marker stone. It kind of feels like it might have been up in this rise. Used to tell kind of thing. But yeah, it's an interesting stone. Probably, if anybody was going to maybe come up and catalogue it, I'm not entirely sure you're going to get a lot of the cut marks too visible. Like I say, there's just a couple of obvious ones, but maybe not too many. But yeah, just thought you'd maybe have a look around. Let's do a quick measure then. So what we're talking about. So when I'm beside it, it's just really up to kind of my thigh as it's lying. But you can see the stone was originally a good arm's length thick. It looked like it was going to be, if you put all three sections together, a good solid slab type stone. Nice flat front. Couldn't tell you what the back was, maybe slightly beveled. Nice flat front where the cup marks are. And yeah, a bit of a slab, but it would have been quite obvious. 2 meters high up at this kind of level. It'd have been really obvious to spot from a fair distance away. So a good marker stone for sure. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame that it is what it is. But yeah, there we are. So there. Hope you've enjoyed that wee look round Balhalgardy, which I probably pronounced it wrong again. Thanks very much.